What's up, Kyle?
Hey.
Week 15, BoomBust Fantasy Football. First week of the playoffs for most leagues.
Yeah, pretty much
All the
everybody.
leagues that are set up correctly anyways.
Yeah, exactly. Jonathan, what's up, my guy? Jorge, welcome in. We got the regulars in here already. I love it.
Love it.
Got our ride or dies in.
No doubt.
Right
I
off the
love
bat.
it. Couldn't ask for more. Could not ask for more, guys. Seriously.
I am excited to get the playoffs going. A little bit nervous, but very excited.
Yeah, this is where, like, if you have a bad week, you're done, and that makes me very nervous.
Yep, same. Especially after, I had the 2 seed in one league and lost it this week to now I don't have a bye. That's unfortunate. You don't like that negative momentum going into the playoffs.
No,
My
it's
work
not
league,
great.
I got lucky that the teams under me lost also, so I managed to sneak in the playoffs there as an 8 seed.
Oh,
Yeah, we do 8 in that one in the playoffs. So
that's
snuck in as
nice.
an 8 seed. And everything else I'm sitting pretty comfortably in, though. It's the only one I think I'm that low. Out of 11 leagues, I missed 2 playoffs.
Honestly, that's really good.
Yeah, and I know out of your 10, you only missed 2 also, right?
Yep. Unfortunately, I missed it though in the league that I care most about. So that's really sad.
Yeah, that is unfortunate.
I traded, got a really good team, and then got struck by injuries, bye weeks, and Kelsey and Urban Meyer. Yep, that's all those things got me. Because I had a dream team put together, and it just didn't work out for me. Wasn't my year for sure, and next year ain't gonna be my year either because I traded my first and second rounder next year to get that dream team, and scared money don't make money, and so I went for it, and I am making no money.
Well, you might get lucky though, because you have enough talent that you might be able to trade 1 or 2 of them for a pick back or 2.
I don't think so.
We'll
honestly.
see what happens.
Yeah,
I'm convinced those guys will not trade with us ever again, just out of principle.
Oh, 100%. I'm not getting any trades. Yeah, so just so you guys know, me and Kyle in that league, those are our best friends, and they collude against us.
It certainly feels that way.
The guy I lost to I got Alvin Kamara for a first round pick, and then that guy turned around and traded while he was hurt, and then he turned around and traded James Conner during the prime of his season for a third rounder to the guy that demolished me this week. Yeah, it was rough. Anyways, let's get over here to the chat. Let's see how these guys are doing. We got Jagor up in here. We got Jorge up in here. He got 3rd overall. Nice. So still didn't get that first week bye, but that's okay. Jorge for sure, my man. I love it. And then over here on IG, we got Seluxon. I don't know if I'm even saying that right, but another regular. Gotta love that. He said Stafford and Cup clutch. Yeah, came up big for you there. He traded Kelsey for Andrews, and looks like there's an and then nothing. So he got Kelsey, he got Andrews something else, and that turned out to be a good trade because Kelsey flopped on me on my dream team this last 2 weeks. Kelsey let me down along with everyone else on the team. So that's cool. Like,
yeah,
well, I Kelsey, love that player.
J-Rob, yeah, we go all the way down the list.
Yeah, it was too much. Let's see. Jagor, Jonathan said he slid into number 1 seed last week before the playoffs. Did it with Jonathan Taylor on bye and no kicker. Let's go. Hey. See, so you kept Nick Folk, huh? Is that right? He had Nick Folk, and he thought he's gonna.
So,
yeah.
I like it.
Yeah,
because I remember we told him, because he was already in the playoffs, already had a bye locked up. So we told him, don't worry about dropping Nick.
Don't worry about picking up the kicker, man. If you had it locked up, then no reason to.
Winning anyway. So hey, there you go.
Jorge says the guy I'm playing has Stafford, Jonathan Taylor, Penny, Hill, Osborne, Pitts.
I guess Pitts. Pittis.
Bateman, Beasley, Chiefs D, and Greg Joseph kicker. Well, I don't know exactly what your lineup looks like.
Let's say,
oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Josh Allen, Cordero Patterson, Najee Harris, Chase Jefferson, Gronk. Oh, I like yours way better.
Yeah, I like yours way better.
I like this lineup way better than the other guys. He has Jonathan Taylor and Tyreek Hill, but Tyreek Hill hasn't been turning it up, honestly. But your whole, granted, I like your roster better, but I liked mine better in these last few weeks too, and it doesn't make a difference if your team.
I will say this: just keep an eye on Connor on the injury report. Apparently, he did have an ankle injury. I didn't realize it was on the last play of the game.
Oh, nice.
I just read about it before we were on here, so keep an eye on that.
Wow.
But
yeah, it couldn't have been before he racked up 33.5 points against me, huh? That's cool.
Yeah, I feel that.
That's crazy. Oh, yeah. It says he's going.
Sorry,
huh?
Go ahead.
I was going to say he's undergoing an MRI exam.
Yeah, I was just going to say, who do you have to slide in there, Jorge, if Connor is somehow not going to play or whatever because of the ankle?
Looks like Mike Evans.
Yeah, you did, Jorge. I didn't see anything about it. I didn't know anything about it at that time. So, yeah.
Yeah, you called it. We just couldn't find it last night.
As soon as that last play was over, I turned it off and we hopped online. So I missed it. And it wasn't reported yet on anywhere. So,
yeah, it looks like he's got 2 running backs with Patterson Harris and 2 wide receivers with Chase and Jefferson, tight end Gronk. It looks like Mike Evans can slip into that flex over Connor.
I think it's a double flex if I remember right.
Well, yeah, what do you got on your bench? Knox, Julio Jones, or Sony Michel?
I think Knox is going to be a good play.
Yeah, Knox will probably be your best play there. I would say unless Henderson's out, Sony Michel, but Julio Jones is not in that list.
Yeah, Julio's out, but if or not, he's not out. You know what I mean? Like I would mark him out of that list.
Yeah.
I do also like Sony if Henderson's out again, but then Knox will do you good.
Yeah. Seluxon wants to know, what is Urban Meyer doing with James Robinson? I have no effing idea, and it pissed me off. I mean, he combined for less than a point in 2 weeks' time, or something like that, less than 2 weeks. James Robinson, just what a waste. Yeah. I traded Javonte Williams in a 5th-round pick to get James Robinson because he has a great schedule, and then they don't even hand him the ball. I think Urban Meyer's just trying to lose his job. That's all I can really think of. I mean, I think he wants to get fired. Why else would you not play your best player?
I think he just wants a really good draft pick.
And he's not even on the injury report anymore. He had no injury designation, and you still hand the ball 4 times and then 6 times. You bench him in the first quarter. The team calls you out for it, so you give him 6 carries the next game. Get out of here.
It's 2 things. I don't know if this is true or not, but in my eyes, 1, he wants a really good draft pick, and 2, he's sabotaging Robinson so he has a reason to start ETN over him next year.
He can go fuck himself.
I agree.
Let's see. Jonathan says, guys, Hopkins has been a bit of a bust while I look at Mike Evans consistently performing week after week.
You're not wrong. Kyler Murray's not playing super great.
That's what he says down here. Kyler Murray has looked a bust suspect as well. Yeah, thank goodness he rushes for his numbers last night. Yeah, his rushes are what gave him any points.
Yeah, he didn't play real well this week for sure.
What's up, Plant Man? Yeah, he didn't play well. I don't know, man. Would I trust Mike Evans over DeAndre Hopkins? What a trash year. In no other year would I be saying yes to that. But right now, it's seeming that way.
Well, if it would, Hopkins is also getting an MRI. He hurt his leg in that one play. But, if he's healthy, I still prefer him to Evans. I mean, I know it's hard to say that, but it's kind of like in Seattle, and I know if Sushi's here, he's going to give me crap for it. But it's kind of like I still trust DK over Lockett more as a player. And I'm the same way with Hopkins over Evans. It just hasn't worked out that way, and sometimes that happens. But, I mean, I can't fault you for preferring Evans over Hopkins just based on how they've performed so far.
So I have a question. This coming week, though, you got Mike Evans playing against New Orleans, and then you have Hopkins playing against Detroit, but you have James Conner and possibly Chase Edmonds, and then a rushing quarterback. I mean, does Hopkins get enough work there?
And a possibly rebanged up Hopkins,
and they might be blowing him out so bad that he doesn't even play like that much. So
yeah,
I'm actually probably trusting Mike Evans this week, first round playoffs, more than I am DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah, if we're looking at 1 week, for sure, I like Evans this week more especially until we know what happened with Hopkins.
Now, where you get in trouble is that finals week 17, you got Hopkins is playing against Dallas, and Mike Evans is playing against the Jets. Which one do you play there? We'll speculate. We'll speculate week 17.
I feel like every time I pick somebody to go off against Dallas, they don't. See Terry McLaurin, but there's been others this year. You're like, oh, he's going to do great, and then he doesn't, and then you're like, he's probably going to struggle, and then he goes crazy. So Dallas is very unpredictable. They're playing pretty well on defense right now, though, so I don't think they're quite the pushover they once were on defense. But I know Jonathan down there, he says he traded Evans for Hopkins, and I know that was based on Wall Street and all that stuff. I wouldn't regret that trade still. But, I mean, you couldn't predict another injury this week. You can't predict Kyler not playing well. You know, Kyler was on a tear all season, and then all of a sudden he comes back, kind of like Dak, comes back from his injury, and he's struggling a little bit.
Yeah.
Not the same guy he was earlier in the year. So,
it's tough.
Yeah, it's been one of those years, man.
Really has been. Let's see. Plant Man basically dropped Hopkins with a trade for Adam Thielen. That sucks.
He did what?
He made a trade that included Hopkins and Adam Thielen. He received Adam Thielen in the deal, and then Thielen got hurt. So he's like, I basically dropped Hopkins. I was like, that sucks.
Why would you trade Hopkins for Thielen anyways?
I'm guessing, well, first of all, this is like a wild league. This is Plant Man and his wild league. And
I thought he was coming over to YouTube now.
Yeah.
Is that a one-time thing?
I guess. I don't know.
I'm too ugly. He doesn't look at me.
Maybe. I'll check that DM for sure, buddy. Let's see over here. Mark wants to know start 2. Mooney, Ayuk, Osborne, Pittman. Ayuk for sure.
Yeah, you're not starting Pittman against New England.
I'm probably starting.
Osborne plays Chicago and Mooney plays Minnesota.
I think I'd probably go with
Osborne. I like Osborne. Dude, he had a really good game last week.
Let me look him up.
Feeling out. I could see him doing it again against Chicago.
Oh, I guess he did have a hell of a day, huh?
Yeah, Chicago's a good matchup there. So I'm going Osborne and Ayuk. I
mean, I definitely trust Kirk. I trust Kirk Cousins. Yeah, I do. Definitely more than Fields. Kyle, you may be right there, man. I didn't realize Osborne had been doing so well.
I mean, Ayuk plays against Atlanta also, and clearly they prefer to run with Debo now. So, yeah, I like Osborne and Ayuk out of those two.
Yeah, I'm going the same. Ayuk Osborne. Kyle, you convinced me. Jorge says, thinking of benching Josh Allen for Jimmy G, or should I just roll with Josh Allen?
For this week, I'd stick with Josh Allen.
Yeah, against Carolina, I feel good about that.
Next week, I would maybe make the switch. We were talking about this last night. Let's see. Say Jimmy G plays against Tennessee next week when Josh is on
New England.
New England. So next week, I'd play Jimmy G over Allen. This week, I'd stick with Allen.
Yep.
Against Carolina. Although Jimmy G against Atlanta is also nice. I think I'm sticking with Josh Allen one more week. Keep an eye on that toe issue, though. I don't think it'll affect him. They keep saying mild turf toe. I mean, I think he'll be fine, but things happen. If he has a setback or makes it worse in practice or something.
Yeah,
Just keep an eye on it. But as of right now, I'm sticking with Josh Allen.
My preference doesn't mean squat. I trade Mike Evans for Hopkins.
Yeah.
That makes sense to do that. But in hindsight, just kidding. That makes sense. It really does. Hopkins should be doing well. That's just like, I had Kelsey and that he let me down 2 weeks in a row. But who's to say like, oh, I should have started someone else over Kelsey? Like sometimes these studs just don't perform and they screw you.
You're not starting anybody over Kelsey.
You still have a bye this week. Yeah, that's pretty good. Albert wants to know. Well, hello, Albert. Tua or Russell Wilson this week?
Tua plays the Jets. Wilson plays the Rams. We saw what the Rams just did to Kyler Murray. I'll take Tua against the Jets every day.
Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely. Give me Tua. Yeah, Jonathan's not mad. Still have Cup, Pittman, Chase, Renfro.
You're fine.
Shut up.
You're fine.
When is Thielen back? I have no idea.
No clue.
Or hey, no idea. Is Tucker a safe play at Green Bay? Cold, maybe?
Tucker's the safest play at kicker you're going to find.
Also had him as my kicker on my all-star team. How do I lose? I don't get it. The Rams have 8 players just go on COVID.
Yeah, them and the Browns both.
Yeah, it's rough. Rough times. I'm wondering how many of them will be cleared by game time, though.
I don't know.
They've been extra.
The only ones that have a shot to be cleared by game time are vaccinated ones, and I don't know if all of them are vaccinated or not. If they get negative tests between now and their games, then there's a chance they could all play.
Yeah.
The Browns play on Saturday, so they have a day less to get ready. There's 2 Saturday games this week, which is kind of odd.
That is weird.
But with no college football, I like it.
Yeah, me too.
Well, I guess there might be some bowl games Saturday. They start Friday, don't they?
Yeah.
So I need to look that up, but
I think they're insignificant, but whatever.
But Saturday's giving us that New England Indy game, and I think that's gonna be a really good game.
I agree. Cooper over on IG wants to know Brandon Ayuk as a flex this week. Yeah. It's a good start. Stafford or T. Hill?
Let's see. Taysom plays Tampa. Stafford plays Seattle. Honestly, either one could be. I'm gonna stick with Taysom. I think he's been playing better with Seattle since he got in, or since. Oh wait, you said Stafford. I'm thinking Wilson. Yeah, I lied to you. Stafford. For some reason, I was looking at the game and I heard Stafford, and then I was thinking Russell Wilson. Never mind. Ignore everything I just said about Taysom. Go with Stafford.
Yeah, I would go with Stafford on that as well.
Had a mild brain fart. Sorry.
I guess that Tampa defense, I'm not trusting Taysom. He's not a passing.
I still think he's a decent play, but I think Stafford's a way better play.
Yep. You dropped Nick Folk to pick up Gay because of bye week. Okay.
I don't hate that move.
I don't hate that. Gay's good. So Gay is good. Let's see. Is Ramondre Stevenson? Wait.
Stevenson, Davis, or Lazard a good waiver ad? I like Stevenson.
Yeah. Sorry, that period threw me off. It's like, it's Ramondre Stevenson, period. Like, that's not a full sentence. Yeah, I would go with Stevenson there if I'm picking between them. If I'm ranking them, I'm going Stevenson,
Davis, Lazard. I'm going Davis, the exact order.
Yeah, I don't trust Lazard to continue to.
He's been so hit or miss the whole time he's ever been there. Anyways, I'm not trusting him.
Yeah.
fully after one deal, but I think Davis with Emmanuel Sanders banged up, I think could have a pretty decent role in that offense right now. But Stevenson's definitely my top choice because Damian Harris is still iffy, and Stevenson is going to be great if Harris is out. So go Stevenson for sure.
Agree. Yep, Stevenson definitely the top
Or
one.
he says which one of the three, dude. I'm literally explaining it. Stevenson.
Let's see. Gallup flex worthy. Is Gallup flex worthy for you, Kyle?
I don't know. This week against the Giants, I don't think they'll need to throw a ton. Pollard seems to be getting healthier. I think we see a heavy Zeke game here. I don't think I'd be trying to throw Gallup in there this week. Maybe next week when they're playing Washington again, but I wouldn't this week, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, I think it depends on what your other options are.
That does play a role, yeah.
So, not the strongest, but he might be your best. So it's hard to say, really. So Josh Allen should be good by week 16. Okay, yeah. So Alvarez says I have Pollard or Gallup for flex.
If Pollard's healthy, play Pollard.
I would agree with that. If Pollard is healthy and plays, I would play Pollard right there. Man, dude's looking good. Shouldn't have paid Zeke. Could have saved a lot of money.
Jorge, get that basketball out of our chat.
Especially Steph Curry basketball.
Dude, I'm a little bitter towards Golden State still. Because
I liked
the Kevin Durant move. So
I liked Steph Curry when he was humble. Now that he's kind of a little dick, I don't much care for Steph Curry now that he's just become a complete ass. So I liked it when he was a little bit more humble. But, you know.
Yeah, Kevin Durant goes out there. They get a couple of asterisk championships, and now he thinks his shit don't stink, and I'm not about it. Yeah, he can shoot. I'll give him that. But
it is incredible.
Doesn't mean I have to like him. I don't like the flopper LeBron James either, so don't even.
La Karen.
Yeah, exactly. La Karen James.
Man, he's something else. On that note, just to brag again, Vegas League, we made the playoffs with a 7-7 record after starting off 1-5 and not having CMC all season.
It's a legit Christmas miracle.
And missing Kittle for half the season.
And now Kittle is carrying our team.
And
just putting us right on his back and carrying us to the playoffs since he came back.
Our number 2 running back was Michael Carter, and he went on IR. We've struggled this year with stuff. We traded for Chris Carson and then never got to play him, and he went on IR, season-ending IR. We had the worst luck in there in that 12-team league with some really, really good content creators here on Fantasy Football Network, and ba-boom, we made it back in, did our thing. So took down the number 1 seed this week. We beat him by a good 20 points. Our team's just been with Justin Jefferson and Kittle. Aaron Rodgers.
To be fair, the guy we played this week at the top of the league had a lot of buys and the guy on the COVID list that he left in his lineup. But you know what? We'll take it.
I'm sorry, but he still had Dalvin Cook.
I have no shame when it comes to making the playoffs.
No, and he had Dalvin Cook go off for him and stuff. He had some good stuff go on for him too. So yeah, I don't feel bad about that at all.
Yeah, we were playing like the 2 best tight ends against each other too, Kittle and he had Andrews. So it was like he had a lot of points still, but yeah.
But Hunter. Oh, yeah. So we have Hunter Renfrow, Justin Jefferson, and George Kittle that are just – and Aaron Rodgers. So they're just carrying our team. Could you imagine if we had Michael Carter instead of Dontrell Hilliard?
Well, we might get him back this week.
Or if we had CMC instead of Chuba Hubbard, who's nowhere near as good. Or I mean, or if Kyle Pitts was actually performing like he should. We have Ramondre Stevenson.
Michael Carter is supposed to be back this week, though.
Yep.
So.
Yep. I'll be happy to have him back in my 14-team league. Faux show. Thanks, Plant Man. Yeah, we're really pumped about that, honestly, because those guys, they ruled us out at the beginning, right after the draft. They were like, "Oh, that team's not going to do any good," and then we essentially played most of the season without a first or second round pick.
Yeah, because Kittle and CMC were out all year.
Yeah,
and we still made the playoffs. How embarrassed should those guys that didn't make playoffs be? I mean, good Lord.
No, I mean, I wouldn't be embarrassed if I was. I mean, they lost to us. There's no shame in losing to us. I mean, they just didn't know who they were dealing with.
Yeah, they clearly did not know who they were messing with.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, this message over here from Plant Man. Waiver trade tonight is Elijah Mitchell, running back.
What did he say? Say that again.
Waiver trade tonight. He's going after Elijah Mitchell on his waivers tonight.
If Elijah Mitchell is on waivers, your league is trash.
Well, it's like a 6-team something like it's wild, dude.
Yeah, there's always good injuries
on
running backs. He should not be on waivers either way.
Selexon, you messaged me, right? So I'll hit you back on that. Running back is a disaster. Robinson and Jacobs. Eek.
Yeah.
Darn. Yeah, that's right.
I like Jacobs this week though against Cleveland.
Yeah,
it's a fantastic matchup, but he'll get a good workload.
Jacobs been doing good since Drake's been out. For
Cleveland's pretty depleted because it's COVID nonsense too.
That's true.
So he could definitely have a good game this week.
Also, this is correct. Football all day and night. It is life. Football is pretty much life. It's funny because I talk to people. They'll just mention one little thing about football, and I'll start going off on all this football stuff, pro and then college and stuff, and they'll just look at me and be like, "Oh, like you really get into football, huh?" Yeah, I follow all football. I'm pretty into football. So, let's see, Brady or Kyler Murray. My guess is Brady, right, guys?
Yeah, I like Brady this week against New Orleans.
Yeah,
Kyler against Detroit. You know, I don't know. I don't see them going pedal to the metal in this game. They won't need to.
I would be afraid that Kyler plays half a game.
Yeah, I like Brady against New Orleans because last time they played, New Orleans won, and I think Brady comes out with revenge on his mind. And that's you can throw on New Orleans. You might not be able to run against them, but that being said, I still like Fournette this week because he's been playing like a monster. But I really like Brady in this matchup this week.
Yeah. Allen or Jackson?
Even if Jackson is healthy, I'm going with Allen.
Yeah.
Jackson's just not been playing well.
No. Not at all. Fulks or Tucker for my other league? Give me a Tucker.
Yeah, give me Tucker.
Give me that Tucker. Yeah, Elijah Mitchell is good rest season play, man, for sure. Play the Chiefs defense versus Chargers Thursday night.
I wouldn't be excited about it. The Chiefs defense has been playing pretty well, though.
Yeah, and they're not the same defense that got annihilated by the Chargers, week 3 or something like that, where the
Chargers
got
really good points this last week against the Raiders, but I don't think they'll do quite that well against the Chargers. I guess it depends on if there's anything else available you could stream in their spot, but I don't hate the start. I think they'll do okay.
Yeah, I would try to find a better matchup, but that Chiefs defense is playing so much better. Like I said, though, last time the Chargers just absolutely annihilated them. It was embarrassing. But I don't think that'll happen again this time. And are they playing at Kansas City?
No, they're at Los Angeles.
Browns are on waivers. But that's not looking good with all this COVID stuff right now.
If you can get the Raiders D against Cleveland, that's going to be a great streamer this week.
That's true.
Miami against New York.
Yeah, throw some more out there.
You won't be able to get Arizona or Buffalo. People are holding those. Dallas against the Giants, if you can still get a hold of Dallas.
I actually dropped Buffalo defense in a league because their next good matchup didn't even come until the finals, and I was like, I need to win now.
I don't hate Pittsburgh against Tennessee necessarily, although Pittsburgh looked pretty rough last week.
He said Jacksonville or Houston D. LOL. Ugh, yeah.
Either one of them will be nice, yeah, because they both are terrible. San Francisco against Atlanta. I don't know if you'll be able to get San Fran or not. Dutch will get the Rams.
Right now he's got Kansas City, Jacksonville, Houston, or the Browns.
I don't hate the Vikings D against Chicago. But
Vikings D would be decent to have, yeah.
But
Jacksonville or Houston.
Vegas, Miami, and Dallas would be my top three. If you can get a hold of one of those as a streamer, I like those. The three that you should maybe still be able to get. I mean, obviously, I like Arizona and Buffalo and their matchups and stuff. But if you can get Vegas, Miami, or Dallas for this week, I'd do that.
I'm almost considering Houston or Jacksonville. I feel like they're going to be turning the ball over to each other on purpose. Just like, no, I insist you take the ball and go score. No, I insist you take the ball and go score. No one's going to want to score. Everyone's going for a higher draft pick.
I think both teams are so bad it's actually going to be a shootout, and they won't be. I could see that just as easily. So I think I'd still shy away from those.
Yeah, that's going to be an absolute cluster cuss.
Even in a good matchup, you can't trust those two.
That's silly. So of all of those, I like Kansas City the best. I feel like.
Of all the what?
Jacksonville, Houston, Cleveland, or Kansas City.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Kansas City the best out of those. Did he say if any of those, like Miami or?
No, those four I just listed are the only ones that.
The only ones?
Those are the only ones he's listed to me, Kyle.
Well, that's why I was just asking, is if you listed any more.
No. I would tell you. I'm not holding anything back from you, I promise. I've given you all the info I have. Plantman said, got a question. This guy in my league doesn't have a bye week, like a first round bye, but his record is better, 9-5. My bro is 8-6. Do you have divisions?
Yeah, sometimes the divisions play a role.
Yeah, if you have divisions, I can see why that would do it, because there's a guy who has a first round bye in one league of ours. I'm 9-5, and he's like 7-7 or something. Anyways, I've got 2 games up on him, and he's still got a bye over me, which is very annoying. So it happens if there's divisions, which is very annoying. I hate divisions, and I'm in 2 leagues with divisions, and I hate it.
Stupid.
Anyways, what do we got over here? If Jacobs doesn't get 100 this week, it's never going to happen.
Yeah, I agree.
I could see that. He still hasn't this year, right? Like, I feel like he hasn't reached 100 yards yet.
Yeah. I mean, I said coming into the season, I've never been a Jacobs guy.
Yeah, you did tell me that. Yep.
He's always been I can get what's blocked and nothing else kind of player. I just don't think he's a special running back. But
the highest he's done is 87 against Dallas. But now, no, it doesn't matter. He just, even his running and receiving combined, he's not reaching 100.
Yeah. Which is funny now with Drake out, he's still not.
Well, he did against Dallas. I take that back. So against Dallas, and that's it. This is only 100-yard total. That's funny. That's wild. Oh, Team Alvarez lied. He said just looked Vikings and Rams also available defenses. He just told us the top projected points.
I like either one of those better than Kansas City.
Yeah, I would probably go.
Smacked my elbow on the edge of my table. That was not okay.
I'd probably go Vikings, I think.
Yeah, I'd take Vikings as the top choice there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. Let's see. Kyle, how you doing over there, man?
I'm good. My elbow hurts.
Not such a funny bone.
Nope, not even a little bit.
Alrighty, Jorge wants to know 2 running back pickups: Foreman, Williams, Penny, Davis, Breida. I think you have to go Penny.
Penny and Foreman would be my top 2 choices in that order. Penny, Foreman, Davis, Breida, Williams. That was my
order too.
There.
We're so cute.
I'd go after him in.
We're so cute. We're in the same order. I love you, man.
Love you too, man. You still can't have my Bud Light though.
Damn. All right. Man. Let's see. The Chosen Rose. What's up? Do you think Josh Allen and Eckler will do well and play? Yes. I want to pick up either Big Ben or Jimmy G. Jimmy G there if you can. Is dropping Jerry Jeudy okay and is starting one of those QBs okay over Josh Allen?
So let's break this down. Yes, I think Josh Allen and Eckler will play and be okay. Go with Jimmy G over Big Ben. He has a really good playoff schedule. Dropping Jerry Jeudy is okay if you need to grab, Jimmy G with that spot, assuming you have good enough receivers to play and you're not going to need him because bye weeks are over, so you don't necessarily need that depth. I would stick with Josh Allen this week over Jimmy G. But next week I would start Jimmy over Allen because Allen plays New England, and I like Jimmy's. He plays, I think we said Tennessee right next week, so I like that matchup a whole lot better. But I could also understand if you wanted to start Jimmy against Atlanta over Allen against Carolina this week. I don't blame you for wanting to do that either. There are worse plays than that. So that's my breakdown of of that question.
I'm gonna second that just because it kind of covers everything we've talked about with that. So
you kind of forced us into like a full recap there.
I like it. All right, let's go. A lot of defensive questions tonight, man. I get it. First round of playoffs, you got to make sure you're getting the right stuff. I get it. 49ers or Vikings D, Titans D, which one? Who are the Niners playing again?
You put that one on the screen there.
Oh, it is on my screen. Is it not on yours?
No.
Freaking A.
No, it is. All right, so.
Nice.
Niners, Vikes, Titans. I wouldn't do Titans. I think I'd go Niners. Yeah, I like Niners the best there, and then the Vikings, but I wouldn't go with the Titans at all.
Who? Oh, the Niners are playing Atlanta.
Yeah.
Vikings in Chicago, though.
I just think the Niners defense is just better. So even though they have a little not as good a matchup necessarily as the Vikings, I think the Niners will do better.
I think I'm going to agree with that. Yeah. I think I'm going to go with Niners on that. All right. Nick Folk or Greg Zuerlein this week? Well, Nick Folk plays at Indianapolis, so that's domed, right? So they're indoors.
Aren't the Giants domed also, though? The MetLife Stadium, is it domed?
I don't know.
I can't remember now. Either way, I think I'd go with Folk.
I think so. I think this week
he's just been better this year. Now next week that would probably switch.
I'm not sure if that's domed or not at New York.
I can't remember.
Either way, I'd go Folk.
Yeah, I like Folk though.
Arizona or Patriots defense this week?
Arizona. We played Detroit.
Yep. Yeah, give me that Arizona D against Detroit for sure. I'm glad you traded Jacobs. I'm happy for you. Depends on what you got back, but
very excited for you that you traded Jacobs also. Corey, if you want to go to the bottom real quick, we got one of those spam things. If you can get rid of that for us.
I can't. I would have to go on. Just guys, the ones that say this VOT.FYI, that's a new spam thing that's starting up. You're not allowed to put a URL link or anything in there, but that is what that is. It's a VOT.FYI. Don't click it. It's spam of some sort. I don't know what it is exactly, but I've Googled it and it's just a spam thing. And it's probably some Trojan horse porn thing. Who knows, guys? So depending on what you're into. If the wife's already asleep, I don't know.
I'm not into clicking stuff. I don't know where it takes me to. I know that.
No joke. So that's spammy. Don't click it or go to it or whatever. Just ignore it. So Jay Gore says, my QB situation is a bit rough. I have Murray and Burrow. Earlier this year, it looked like a great decision. Yep. Picked up Cam recently, and that's been a rough time. Trust me, I know. He doesn't like any of his QBs. I
Murray had a bad game. I still like Murray. I'm not panicked on Murray.
Yeah, I would.
He had a down week. I don't think he'll go off for 30 or 40 points this week against Detroit because I think they'll lean on that run game. But I think he'll still have a good day.
I mean, Lamar Jackson had a day against Detroit earlier in the season. So and they're running back.
It's possible they go that way. Especially if Connor's not 100% and they don't reactivate Edmonds. Yeah. It is possible he still has a good day.
Absolutely.
But if Connor is healthy and I think they'll lean on him quite a bit in this game. But I still think Murray will get some good points, a couple of touchdowns probably.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be freaking out if I had Murray right now. In fact, I do have Murray in a couple of leagues. I'm not panicked on Murray.
Yeah. Matt Gay or Nick Folk? I think I'm still going Nick Folk. Matt Gay playing Seattle. But I think Nick Folk, you got to roll with him. Now, I say that, but it's because he's indoors this week. It's always tough late in the year. They're in New England, so those outdoor games, I don't know. But this week he plays at Indianapolis, so I'm rolling Nick Folk.
Yep.
Next one is Miami D or Cowboy D. I'm going Miami D on that one.
Yeah, give me Miami there. We do have a lot of defensive questions this week.
Yep. I understand. I get it. I
like it. I'm just not used to it. It's funny.
Yeah. You okay, Kyle?
I'm good.
I don't know when that came in.
I don't either. That's funny. I must have said something that he didn't like.
Oh, you said it 6 minutes ago. Or you were just doing something weird on camera, you weirdo. Who knows?
It wouldn't surprise me.
I could believe that, yeah. Jonathan, into the playoffs, I'm trying to hardest to snag Carson Wentz off waivers, but I'm sitting on 6 on waiver wire. Why are you trying to?
Because I guess he's freaking out on Murray and Burrows, but I mean, I don't hate grabbing Carson for Cam. You can get rid of Cam at this point.
Yeah.
If you just don't want somebody else to be able to use Wentz, I get the move.
But is anyone else really rushing to the waiver wire to pick up Carson Wentz?
Ever going to start Wentz over Murray?
I wouldn't. Let's see, Mr. Sarcastic. My 4 backs are Zeke, J-Rob, Monty, and Swift, who's most likely out. J-Rob might as well be out. The only one I can confidently start is Monty.
I think you can be confident in Zeke this week against the Giants.
Yeah.
Their defense is so bad against the run that I think Zeke is going to be a pretty good play this week.
Yeah, I don't know what to do about J-Rob.
And I don't think you can play him right now. He's just not getting touches.
It's horrible.
Even in a game against Houston where he should go crazy, that's a tough call.
I'm not convinced to play him.
Like, he makes me very, very nervous.
The Chosen Rose. I like this question. Would you drop MVS for Alan Lazard, or is that just meh?
Very meh.
Yeah, it's meh. I wouldn't start either one of them, so it doesn't really matter.
Lazard, when he's healthy, is higher than MVS in the pecking order. So if you're wanting one of them, Lazard is the one to have. So I'm fine with that move, but I don't see you starting Lazard during the playoffs unless it's like a 14 or a 16 team league and you just really need a receiver or a flex.
Also, I'm going to try not to blow my nose directly into the freaking microphone tonight. I'm like double checking my mute button before I do that. I'm eating my little Hall's cough drop snacks here. So, let's see. Skip the spam there. Cousins had 32.6 points. Hurts 19 points versus Carolina. No way in hell. Josh Allen doesn't score right between or more. Josh Allen way better than both those guys.
Oh, I see why he was saying if I'm okay. Because we were talking about Jimmy G or Big Ben earlier.
Oh.
Over Josh Allen. Well, I was just saying, yeah, obviously Big Ben's not going to get that. I was saying, like, I understand why you might want to start Jimmy over Allen, especially if Allen's toe is giving him trouble or whatever. Carolina's a pretty tough D. But, I'm sticking with Josh Allen. I'm just saying I understand if you want to make that move, why you would. I definitely would not go with Ben.
No way.
You could do worse than Jimmy G in a replacement if you're nervous about Allen.
No doubt. Aaron Rodgers' year this year playing very well. Yeah. He's out there showing off.
He's trying to make Green Bay regret letting him go next year.
Yeah. Also, what a weird dude. Like, he's just so nonchalant too. Like, okay, let's break the huddle.
He walks up to the line, another touchdown.
Adjusting his chin strap, button it up, and then, yeah, let's just throw another touchdown. Okay, off to the side. Just another day with the Packers. Like, what a weird dude.
He's like the Eeyore of the NFL.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Touchdown. And I have some water now.
It's a strange dude. Should I cut J-Rob for James Conner?
Ugh. I don't think I'd be cutting J-Rob. I guess if it's a really shallow league and there's
a four-man league,
but
with
it would have to be if Conner's even on the waivers wires, right? So I'd rather have James Conner right now though than J-Rob. Yeah.
What about in the long run for the rest of the playoffs?
I don't think you can trust J-Rob. Like, I know Edmonds is going to come back, but I think I'd still rather have Conner than J-Rob. Even Conner as a RB2 or 3 when Edmonds is back than J-Rob right now, getting 6 carries for 4 yards.
Also, when you're in the playoffs, it's win right meow. And James Conner will win you right meow. Against Detroit this week, take that James Conner over J-Rob. Yeah, Nick Folk is ridiculous. 28 for 28. Not human. I got Harris or Mike Evans for Jacobs, Sanders, and Diggs. Okay, he got Najee Harris and Mike Evans for Jacobs, Sanders, and Diggs.
Yeah, I'm good with
that. Miles Sanders, maybe? Probably.
I'm sure, yeah. Even Miles or Emmanuel. I like that move.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
I love Diggs, don't get me wrong, but
rough year though.
Harris and Evans together that's nice.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Perfect. Oh, I got a creeper over on IG. Who's creeping? Any questions from you, creeper? Oh, dude, yeah, I just can't believe it's already first week of playoffs. I hate that we have to wait so long for fantasy football to get here, and fantasy football just flies by.
Every year.
Every dang year. I am glad, though, that I'm alive in 8 of my 10 leagues, you in 9 of your 11. So that's nice. It's nice. Some of them just barely snuck in. Some of them I just barely lost just on points 4. I think I was out of both of them that I'm out. It was just I was tied for that last place and just out on points 4. So in roll tide, it's because my team tanked the last 2 weeks. I didn't even get 90 points last week, and got like 120 this week instead of my 150 projected both weeks, and just lost on points for. So, wasn't my year, man. Wasn't my year.
But in the nature of honesty here,
you don't care.
I gotta say, I'm not upset that I won't have to face you in the playoffs.
Honestly, I think that's how everyone feels, because that team was way better than that. And I mean, Fantasy Pros, they had me projected to be in the championship game and just didn't. So good times. Didn't even make playoffs. So let's get this question here real quick on Instagram, and then Jonathan will answer that here in a second. So, and then we'll probably finish up on that question, honestly. Start Allen or start Herbert?
Allen.
Yeah, I would start Allen there. And then also in my game, my team consists of JT, Cup, Diggs, Kelsey, Cook, Mixon, Barkley, Evans. What? My opponent has Mahomes, Adams, Aaron Jones, Eckler, and Connor.
You both cheated.
That's a 4-team league. There's no way. That's wild. But also, JT and Cup.
Yeah.
Those are two big hitters. Man, that's going to be a tough matchup, but I think I like yours better. Because Aaron Jones and Eckler.
I see what you're saying. Jorge says he put that, "Are you okay?" when I smacked my head. I thought it was because of the Josh Allen thing, which he says above. Dak had 34 against Carolina. Josh Allen. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I like Josh Allen. But I understand if, like, you don't trust it and want to start Jimmy G. I don't hate it, but I prefer Josh Allen. I don't think
Leo says that
I love Josh Allen. I own and love Josh Allen.
And start him this week. We've said that many a time. Yeah.
This is not a Tyler Lockett situation. You don't have to argue this one with me. I'm on Josh Allen.
In fact, Josh Allen would be a lot faster if Kyle wasn't on him.
Yeah, that's true. I'm very heavy.
Leo said that's a 6-team league over there, not a 4-team. But what a team!
Still, that's the only way. 4-6. That's the only way you get that kind of roster.
Jaguars got JT and Cup in an 8-man. That's lovely, dude. You've been turning up then. Okay, so let's end on this question. What happens to FFN after fantasy playoffs? So,
we cease to exist, and we'll see you next August.
So, yeah, bye.
That's not true.
So, FFN is it's our first off season, right? So, we're still trying to figure out what that looks like exactly. I know me and Kyle will take about a month hiatus probably. We'll still just be behind the scenes, puppet master in there. We are going on the hunt for many more content creators. We're up to about 14 right now, but we will be on the hunt for many more. So I know we bring you guys a lot of hours of content a week, but we should easily double, if not quadruple, the amount of content next season. We're going to bring on. We're on the hunt for about 50 more content creators this off season. Plus, we'll have new technology, including a new website, an app, all kinds of stuff. So there's a lot going on in the off season. But for you guys,
said you will not see us on camera as much. Not us, anyways. We will still have people putting out content.
Yeah, we will be
as many hours a week, obviously, in the off season worth of content to put up there, but that we will still have dynasty info, NFL draft info, rookie info.
Yep.
Stuff like that.
We have plenty of content creators that will be working on different stuff to dynasty information, stuff like that. So, and we'll just keep bringing on new people to create that content, that off-season content. We do work with a couple other pages, Dynasty Nerds and things of that sort. So they do a lot of off-season content. And so our website will have that content on it as well. So, yeah, so just stay tuned. there's going to be a lot going on this offseason, guys. Fantasy Football Network. Kyle, what are we? We're almost August, September, October, November, December. We're almost 4 months old. So we are in our infancy, guys. A lot to come. And we've come a long way already, but this offseason is going to be down and dirty. But you'll see less of us, but we'll pop on now and then. So Tony should be doing some off-season stuff, I would think.
Yeah.
Some quick hits top stuff. Yeah, not to crap on anyone else, but if it's not you two or Tony, well, I appreciate that. That actually means quite a bit. I do like that because there's so many good content creators out there, and us and Tony have only been doing it now for me and Kyle have been doing it for about 9 months now.
Probably out of everybody on the network, we're probably the least experienced of any.
That's actually true. Yep. We're probably the youngest content creators, as in like how long our page has been active.
Well, as long as, we've just been streaming. But like, I know we'll still have probably at least one BoomBust every week. Like you say, we'll take a short hiatus when the season's over.
Yeah, we need a break. We're tired, guys.
It's been a lot. So we will, we'll take a little hiatus once the season's over. We're still going to have content from other creators, but we'll just be off camera for a month or so. We'll still have, because we're going to have some stuff with DFS and like Sportsbook and things like that. We've been trying to figure out for after the fantasy playoffs are over to get us through the regular playoffs and the Super Bowl. So you still have that kind of content during that time through January.
Yep.
Like you say, we'll still have a BoomBust every week through the off season, at least once, maybe hop on an extra if we feel like there's stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
But we're going to add a lot of content creators, a lot of content. There will still be several hours of content during the off season. You'll get to see Tony still because he, along with us, is really into dynasty stuff. So I'm sure I don't know if we'll have him on BoomBust or if we'll, do something separate with dynasty like that with him. And then of course, during the summer, you'll start getting the quick hits videos from him as well. So, but Jonathan, I do appreciate that sentiment, but I don't know how much of these other guys you're watching. We have some really, really good content creators on the network with us already, and we're going to bring in a lot more. So I definitely would encourage you to give them a shot. Go in, hang out with them, chat with them. We got a lot of really like-minded type guys, a lot of really good guys, a lot of really good information out there. So I would encourage you to definitely give them a shot, give them a watch, give them a like, a subscribe, all of that good stuff, because they're putting in some serious time on this with us. So they definitely deserve it.
Yeah, and our website, like we've already got a pretty kick-ass website, but the new one's going to be even better. There's some bells and whistles on it, guys. We're looking forward to it. And then building the app out to go along with it to put everything in the palm of your hand when you're on the go, which is what we're really excited for.
That app's going to be sweet.
So we're looking forward to bringing all this to you guys. I've already started building on it. It's in the works, giving ourselves plenty of time. So along with all the content creation, also doing all the graphics and all the actual technical stuff, building out the new website and app and everything. So on top of my full-time job and my baby and my marriage and my dogs and stuff, there's a lot going on in life, guys, but we love doing this. You guys make it worth it. We really do appreciate you. I love coming and hanging out with you guys. So really, Jonathan, sentiment right back, dude. Love you guys. Really appreciate you. So that's all the mushy crap I got. We're at just about an hour. Kyle, I know you got another show with Tony coming on with your waiver hits. When is that? Is that 30 minutes?
About half an hour. So we'll be on with Tony doing the waiver quick hits live here in about 30 minutes. If you want to jump in and ask waiver questions or whatever you got, we'll go through our waiver claims and then
more Q&A.
We'd like to answer any questions you got after that, honestly. So
yeah, Free red zone stream, Jonathan. Get out of here. That's not a bad giveaway idea, though. Sometime we should purchase a red zone, gift one to somebody. Besides Jonathan, of course.
The problem is because you can only gift it to somebody who already has like a TV streaming package, and not everybody does. So that's tough with red zone, the way it works, the way it kind of only piggybacks on those.
That's true. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Maybe not. We'll see. But anyways, for anyone who's still here, I think Jonathan already did. If you haven't sent us on Instagram your mailing address, send us your mailing address. I want to send you some stickers and koozies. So find us on Instagram, message Fantasy Football Network, and I'll try to send you some koozies.
I didn't see Jonathan's.
I don't know. I don't remember seeing it either, but I swore he said he did. Maybe on BoomBust, honestly, because we need to check the BoomBust one.
I always forget to switch over and check that one. I'm constantly on the FFN one. I forget.
Yeah, but that's the one I monitor, and you're supposed to be on the BoomBust one, but you've kind of switched over, and so now we have two people monitoring the same one and one being left to the side. That's a whole nother conversation.
Hey, you're not the one answering all the questions that we get from the viewers. You're answering the network people's questions. I'm answering fan questions, so I have to monitor both.
Also, if I remember correctly, it's Jonathan said that they couldn't send us messages on the network one for some reason. So I need to go check those settings. But anyways, guys, try to send us your mailing addresses.
That's weird because I get a lot on.
I thought so too.
That one, so I wouldn't know why.
Yeah. So anyways, I want to send you guys some stuff. I'll get around to it eventually, I promise.
Jonathan did send us one about a week ago.
Perfect.
It's on BoomBust. It's under requests, though. That might be why I didn't see it.
Yeah. So anyways, guys, hit us up on BoomBust Fantasy Football on Instagram. Then we know that one accepts messages. So send that to us. We'll find it and we'll send you some stuff. And that'll be cool. So we appreciate your support. We're going to log off here. Y'all have a good night and enjoy maybe some Tony and Kyle here in just a little bit.
See y'all later.